guys, it's the beginning of the new month, and I wanted to let you know that I have energy today. A little bit of energy today. I woke up a lot last night because of my cat Anubis, and I didn't get much sleep until this morning. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take like a 2-hour nap, and I did, and still didn't get that much sleep even during that because Sinya, and etc. Just not getting much sleep. But I actually have energy right now. I've been drinking energy water bottle flavoring stuff, and it's been keeping me awake. Didn't do much for Halloween, by the way. We sat down and played video games for most of the time. Me and Zach did. I just got done vacuuming half of the kitchen dining room space, and then I have to do the office space, and then the living room space, and then get to cleaning. Like, oh, hello, blurring. Hardcore cleaning. Excuse the hair though. I haven't brushed it in the last few days. I've been very lazy. Personality of a schizophrenic sometimes. You don't take care of yourself sometimes. It's not exactly a good thing, but at least I recognize that I'm not taking care of myself, so that's gonna help me in the future. I gotta charge this camera, so I don't have much time to... Stop that. Stop looking at the wall. Anubis is right there, the troublemaker from last night. He sleeps with me, but then he, like, if he's hungry and there's no food in the dish, he starts moving the dishes around. Although I feed them right before bedtime, he still gets like, I want food now. So I'm reading 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I haven't finished it, and I'm not incredibly far in it yet. I haven't had the time to read the last few days because of the reasons I'm not going to talk about. But I just haven't had the time to read in the last few days. I think a couple of the reasons is simply because I lost track of time. Another reason is because something happened yesterday and I don't want to talk about it. My family knows about it, and that's what matters. The reason why I don't want to talk about it right now is because I don't know the outcome of it yet. So I don't want to talk about it right now. Other than that, that's all that's going to happen. It's cleaning. Update is that I'm reading this book. I've watched the TV show, at least the first season. I don't have Netflix anymore, so I can't watch the rest of them. And I'm reading the book now. The book's good so far, so A+. I look like a hot mess because I finally got back to working out starting today, which is Monday, November 5th. I'm drenched in sweat. I did leg day because I'm doing the iron workouts by Caroline Griffin. Caroline Griffin? Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right. So I did the first one of that. I did before, so I'm doing it again. It's been a while since I've done that one. And I'm drenched in sweat. I don't know if you can tell. I can see it on the camera, so I'm assuming you can see it too. And my hair's all messy and frizzy. But it feels good to be able to work out again. I didn't weigh myself, and I didn't take before pictures. I don't know if I'll do that. I don't like taking pictures of myself anymore because of my weight gain. But I know that you should, so you can better see the results compared to seeing it on the treadmill. Seeing it on the scale. So I'm breathing really hard because I don't generally breathe out of my nose. I don't know why. I don't have a nose problem. I usually breathe out of my mouth. I'm a mouth breather. But I have to go take a shower, get all the sweat off, and then I should stretch before I take a shower, but I always forget to stretch. That's a problem. Hey guys, it is the 14th. It is a day before I'm supposed to put up this video. I don't think it's gonna be put up on the 15th like planned because, well, I've been very sick along with Zach for the last week. He had sinus problems and I had hot and cold flashes like crazy, and I just felt really weak. Like something was wrong. And then we ate Waffle House Sunday, and we think we got food poisoning. At least Zach, I'm pretty sure, got food poisoning. He started throwing up and everything like that. I, on the other hand, just had an upset stomach because I don't get sick very easily. My body is quite tough, I like to admit, and am quite proud of because of that. But he got sick, and he had to call out for 2 days, and then he had off yesterday, so he had 3 days off. 4 days off, actually, technically. But we were very sick. I'm still very sick. Actually, last night, I was so sick that I was like, my eyes were partially closed like all night, and I was like, I'm laying in bed trying to watch the animes we were watching last night. I was like, I'm trying so hard. He had to leave the light on to keep me awake in order for me to watch the anime we were watching. Just one episode. Just one. I want to admit that I'm also writing another new fanfic, which is, I've been planning on writing for like the last 3 years. I just didn't come up with any ideas for or any plot or anything like that. Fanfics, I try generally to follow the plot line of the actual manga / anime, because I want to give respect to the characters and the people who created it to begin with. So I like to follow it because it helps me keep in character. I don't follow it completely like word for word. Sometimes I do, like I'm very close to it, but I'll change things up here and there, and then I'll even deviate away from the actual story depending on the character that my character I'm putting into my OC. I'm putting into the character, into the story, I mean. See, I'm still, like, not here. Into the story, we'll go after in a relationship. It depends if they're main characters or not. Like, in my Inuyasha one, I have a OC for Inuyasha, and I have an OC for Shishomaru. So, the Shishomaru part with my OC isn't seen very often, because unless if we're following his storyline at the time. The Inuyasha one, well, it follows the storyline, so because it's following Inuyasha, but we'll deviate from it occasionally. But this time, I'm doing it for My Hero Academia. This is the first volume, if you can't tell. So we're doing it for My Hero Academia, and I just started working on it 2 days ago. I'm proud of the work I've done so far. I did some research, and I'm trying to still figure out what I'm doing fully for the OC character that I have. It's a work in progress. I know I look a little strange right now. I'm trying not to sneeze. My nose is like, hey, you don't know if you need to sneeze or not. So, I might look a little funky at the moment. But yeah, I'm working on My Hero Academia fanfic called Relentless. It's on wattpadfanfiction.net and Archive of Our Own. And I should have a link in the description sending you to at least one of the fanfics where you can go and get into my profile and go into my other fanfics. At least that's where it should be. If not, it should be sending you to my profile. On one of the websites. I only got 16 views so far. 2 of them were mine. But I only have 3 chapters up, and one of them is an author's note, so I'm not expecting a lot of views right now. My highest view count is 33,000.5, so it's 33,529 reads for my Inuyasha Girl Lost in Time first fanfic. I have a second season, and that one doesn't have nearly as many views, which is 303,459 reads, which is all pretty good. I just think people don't get through my Inuyasha my first season, because I have 31 chapters, and a lot of people get bored very fast. I especially get bored very fast, so if it doesn't keep me interested, I'm like, I have to leave this alone for a while, and then I'll get back to it for a while. But I have 1,005 votes, which is pretty good. Hear me sniffling, because I am sick. But I do get a lot of people adding my Inuyasha Girl Lost in Time Season 1 to their favorites or their library or wherever the hell else they want to add it to. And like, that's nice to see. I'm happy to see that. I really am. So it's nice to know that people want to read it. They just probably don't get to it because they probably have a lot of other things to read too. Like, I try to keep mine clean. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 5. So that's 20, right? I'm not good at math, guys. So 5, 10, 15, 20, yes. 4 rows of 5, so that's 20 of things I can read. And they're all different, like, interests, so like I have to read them at the time that I'm working at those current interests. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for Bakugo and XOCs of fanfics I could read just to get inspired. And man, do a lot of them piss me off. When I think you're writing fanfics, I get you're trying to put your own artistic abilities into it and make it different but make it connected to the story in some way, and you know, I get all that. But when you make a fanfic and the character is not who he is from the fanfic, or sorry, from the anime, it angers me. Because it's like, for example, a lot of people like to make Bakugo a little bit more softer because he's just a hardhead and he's a hot-headed character and he's really tough to kind of win that heart of that type of character. And I get it, but I play a lot of love games. A lot of games that have relationships in it, and I always go after those type of characters. So it's like, I'm not saying I have an advantage or anything, I don't. I'm just saying I prefer those characters. But when you make him not like his character from the anime, you're not doing a true fanfic. You're just taking a character, making him different in some way, and expecting people to like that. Hey, leave it alone! The dog's going after a sandal. Either way, that really irks me for some reason. Like, it ticks me off quite a bit. So I don't like to leave comments, especially criticizing ones, where I'm like, hey, you should have done this instead. I don't like to do that because it's, you know, people have they have their interests. They want what they want. And I get it. I just get really irritated when I read it by accident. Like, I'll read a paragraph and I'm like, oh, this is good, and then I'll continue and I'm like, this is not him at all. This is not, no. Stop that. And then I just leave the I stopped reading. Basically. I don't leave mean comments like everyone else. I just think mean comments. I'm like, why are you doing this to the character? But I try to stick to the characters as much as possible. I am working on My Hero Academia. I am following the manga/anime to give structure to my story, but I'm going to be deviating away from it a lot. I don't know if I said that already. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I still am working on my other fanfics. I have to be in the mood for them, and right now I'm in the mood for My Hero Academia. So that is what I'm doing. What are you doing? I don't understand her. I don't get you. Anyhow, yeah, I have to go. I have to work on this video. And try not to sneeze. And I have to work on the fanfic, because I'm on the 3rd chapter right now. The technical 3rd chapter. I have 3 chapters up, but one is no author's note. Yeah. Anyway. How did you get that down? She's just, I have to clean. Like, we've been sick, so my house is a mess. So, such a mess. It's just, I'm like, I don't want to clean anything. I'm gonna go and do all that. And I'm sorry that this video might be a little bit shorter than the normal videos, but at least I tried to make this one a little bit longer by doing this part of the video. And yeah, so I'll see you guys soon.